Hi everybody and welcome to this last day of underwater hockey. I hope you are with us. We are together for the end of the SEA Games competition in the underwater hockey division. It will be an amazing day, guys, because we have at the end of the day the big finals. But for the moment, we have the first game of the day. It will be between Indonesia and Malaysia on that court. So follow us, and it begins really quick, as you can see, because Indonesia is really pressing hard, but Malaysia defended pretty well. So yes, as I said, you have we will see the last winner of this 6-6 competition later in the day. But right now it's the end of the round robin so far, so we'll see how is it going. And for the moment, Indonesia is against Malaysia in the women's bout. So as you can see, Indonesia put already a lot of pressure on the Malaysian team. They are still pushing really hard, and they are on the left side of the pool, and maybe they try to come back into the goal. Was it in? It looks like the puck went in. Is the goal valid? Yes, the goal is confirmed by the referees, and it's already 1-0 for Indonesia on that game between Indonesia and Malaysia. A really quick start from Indonesia right now, and the goal from Zefania Hitskia. But that's a really speed start. Indonesia put pressure on that game really quick, and they really won the victory. But just so you know, Malaysia lost their two first games of that round robin. A pretty young team of Malaysia. And it's going hard on the other side of the court. And right now, look at that breakthrough. They are going back to the center. Nice pass again, nice flick. Maybe it will be the second goal of that game. It will. Malaysia tries to defend, but for the moment it's still going on. And I think the puck is going in. It was like on the left side of the goal. Was the puck in? The referees look at each other, and the goal is confirmed by the referees. 2-0 in that game against between Indonesia and Malaysia. But beautiful action right now. It was really well handled by the Indonesian girls, and finally at the end it's Aulia Effendi who scored the goal. But really nice drive from the Indonesian girls, coming from the left side of the court, and finally driving, nice flick to find the colleague, to find the forward, and they just have to push the puck at the end of the drive. Well handled. So it's already 2-0 in that game between Indonesia and Malaysia, and once again Indonesia got the possession, but Malaysia tries to push harder and harder again. Beautiful fight on the right wall. And Indonesia keeps pushing. It's really amazing, an amazing tour de force. Malaysia got the puck back. And look again, maybe at that counter attack. 1 against 1 right now. Does she manage to pass? No, she didn't. Nice defense again from Malaysia. Indonesia still got the puck right now. 3 meters from the goal. And Malaysia got the puck back. Nice defense from Malaysia right now. Unfortunately, they struggle to get out of their territory in that case. So we have to push a little bit harder, because Indonesia still putting pressure on the goal, and like right now, that's the third goal of the game. Apparently not. No, the referees are signaling a stick infringement against Indonesia. So still 2-0 on that game. It's pretty complicated It's pretty complicated for Malaysia right now, but like right now they just got a little bit of fresh air, and still 2-0. There is a little less than 10 minutes on the clock for that first half. And Malaysia is still pushing. Look at that battle in the right wall again. Who will take the advantage? And at that moment you gotta be tough. You have to always find the teammate who will follow the action when you run out of air. And Malaysia continues to push again. But Indonesia just found the way, and maybe it will be a counter attack right now. No, it's well defended again by Malaysia, but it was not far from a big counter attack, and we know the speediness of Indonesian girls. Right now it will be a bit complicated, but Indonesia keeps pushing and just got the puck every time. Malaysia tries to defend really, really hard, and they manage to stop the repetitive assaults of Indonesia. So far, so good. But wow, what an intensity on that right wall. For first day, it's really tough for that wall right now, because they are really playing hard on it, and it's not even the and already a timeout called by Indonesia. So they got 1 minute to chill a bit, to rest.
Where's your friend? Where's our friend?
Ten seconds remaining on that timeout, and all those players are ready to go at it again. And here we are again. Malaysia got the possession of the puck, and they are trying to drive on the left wall again. But a really nice presence from the Malaysian women's team right now on that on the last 3-4 minutes. They have a really good presence on the walls, and for the moment they try to find the opportunity. But watch out to the counter attack; it will be really fast as well. And unfortunately they lost the puck right now, and again that counter attack, maybe it will be the third goal of that game. And players tries to progress into the Malaysian territory, and did she manage to score? I think she did. It was a nice drive, but unfortunately a little foul on the way. Apparently there is no goal. There is no goal, and Malaysia got the puck back, but that's too bad for Malaysia, who got a really nice sequence for the 2-3 last minutes, pushing really hard on the wall and trying to progress step by step with a lot of hard work. But Indonesia got really nice, defended really hard. But Malaysia got the opportunity again to score a goal. And by the way, there is right now an Indonesian girl in the sin bin, so there are only 5 underwater right now. That's maybe the chance for Malaysia. Will they have the opportunity to score in that power play situation? Wait and see. And for the moment, it's still going hard on the left wall. And again, look at that counter attack. No, no, no. It's stopped by the referees. It's stopped by the referees. Oh, it could have been really dangerous right now because she was rushing through the goal. But Malaysia is going at it again. And Malaysia got the puck back. Nice drive again. They're still pushing again. Going to that famous wall. I think they know that wall by heart from now. And let's remind that underwater hockey in Malaysia is really young. That's a really young team we're playing right now. So they are learning after every game, and that's why those sea games are beautiful as well, because you get the opportunity to play against the best player of your region, and to learn as fast as never. It's an amazing opportunity for Malaysia, and they are trying to fight again. And look at that driver. Unfortunately, well defended by the number 2. Or maybe the breakthrough. No, it didn't pass. Oh, what a fight! What a fight on the right now. But there's a breakthrough, just went in. Counter attack from the Indonesian team. They are through right now. They will try to find. They will try to score, and they are not even 1 meter from the goal. Maybe they managed to put the puck in it. And apparently, yes, it's in. It's confirmed by the referees. That's the third goal of the game. And again, it comes from a counter attack. And finally, it's Sifa Nuraini who scored that third goal. But again, that's really quite tough for Malaysia, because they pushed a lot for a good amount of minutes. But at the end, they just got another counter attack and concede another goal. Timeout for Malaysia right now. So if you just join us, first of all, welcome, and second of all, right now it's the first game of the day. You are watching the first day on the court one. It's Indonesia against Malaysia. For the moment, the score is 3-0 for Indonesia. There is a bit less than 4 minutes remaining in the first half of that game. And that's already the end of that timeout. Here we go again. 3-0 on that first half. 3-0. And they're going to the other side of the pool for change. And now it's getting tough. It's getting tough again. Maybe they're trying to break into the center of the court. Malaysian tried to defend really well, but Indonesia is really progressing step by step, meter by meter, but they are going closer and closer and closer. And look at it right now. They're going from the left side and trying to go to the... Oh, it was not far from the goal right now, but defended by Malaysia. But DBB, once again, they will try to push harder and harder. And look at it, second assault, and this one it's in. This one it went in. And no foul on the game. So that's the fourth goal of the game for Indonesia right now. The goal from Josephine Sorianto. But really nice action again from Indonesia, which comes from the completely the other side of the pool of the court. They were really assaulting the right wall for a long moment, but right now it came from the other side, and at the end they managed to come back in a L and push the puck in. And Indonesia once again. And it's coming from the other side of the pool once again. But this one, I think it's Malaysia who is trying to who got the possession and who try to push again and again. But watch out, we know the faculties of counter-attacks of Indonesia, and they are coming really far near from the goal. But look at Malaysia who maybe would try to counter-attack right now, and they are going back on the left wall. Unfortunately, it was well defended by Indonesian girl, but they got the opportunity to really overwhelm the Indonesian defense, and Malaysia got the puck again, trying to find a solution on the wall. And finally, Indonesia just took the puck back. They are really not far from the Malaysian goal. There's only 45 seconds remaining in the end of the first half. Maybe they will try to avoid to have another goal. But while once again well defended by the Malaysian goal, it was not far from going into the goal. Yeah, it will be nice to avoid the fifth goal just before the end of the first half. But Indonesia is really putting a lot of pressure on the goal. It will not far from the goal, and I think she managed to put the puck in, and that's the fifth goal of the game. And it will be with that fifth goal of the game that it will be the end of the first half right now. So if you just join us at the end of the first half, and it's already 5-0 between Indonesia and Malaysia, a bit you have some time just to recover, just sometimes to drink, to relax a bit, and be ready for the second half of that game in a few minutes. We'll see you soon. It came back. Okay, perfect. Okay, welcome again. Yeah, welcome again to that second half between Indonesia and Malaysia. And if you arrived a bit late, I'm sorry to announce you that you lost another goal. You missed another goal because Indonesia just scored directly at the end, at the beginning of the second half, and right now they're pushing again really hard. And I think it went in. No, 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 no. That's an obstruction called by the referees, and it will be second possession of Malaysian team. So it's going back again. Yeah, it's a bit complicated to see. I remind you that it's the first day of competition, so it's complicated. But for the moment, I think it looks like Indonesia is still putting some pressure. And look at it, yeah, it's going really far now. Right now, and we got a little shock on the camera, but Indonesia is still pushing, but Malaysia tries to defend its right now on the right corner, and they try to defend. But look at that, maybe that breakthrough from the Malaysian team. Unfortunately, it was already early stopped by the Indonesian team, and now it's a bit more tough between those two teams. Malaysia is trying to push harder and harder to push through, and they manage to gain meter by meter, but it's a bit complicated for those right now. And Indonesia just took back the advantage of the puck, and right now they are still pushing. Oh, I think she managed to pass. No, nice defense against by Malaysia, but they keep the possession of the puck. It's a bit blurry, but in the end, Indonesia is still putting some pressure. And look again, it's coming back. It's coming back. It's really not far from the goal, and I think that drive just led us to the 7th goal of the game. Oh no, 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 no! A foul, glove foul, fist foul just occurred against Indonesia, so the goal is declined. But we were not far from the 7th goal of the game. And Indonesia again put some pressure again. And that time was a good one for Indonesia, sorry. Because right now it's 7-0 in that game with the goal from Olia Effendi. And it begins to be a bit more complicated for the Malaysian team right now. It's complicated for the Malaysian team generally because like it was the same in the two previous games. Maybe they were completely like collapsing in the second half. I hope this time it will be different. But right now, Indonesia is still putting some pressure in Malaysia. Just recovered the puck and going again to that famous wall. Oh, nice chip, nice steal from Malaysia right now. But Indonesia still got the possession, still got the advantage, and is going back. And Indonesia tries to drive in the center. Nice pass again. They are trying to push again. Nice defense. Oh, the pass just went perfectly through the defense, and I think the puck went in. It's everybody just in front of the goal, but I think the puck went in. What says the referees? Yes, it is. Yes, that's the eighth goal of the competition, and now of the game, and now it's beginning to be tough. Tough for Malaysia. Already 8-0, and there is 7 minutes remaining in the second half of that game. And yes, as I said before, the Malaysian team generally struggles to keep their defense at the advantage at the end of the second half. And Malaysia are calling for asking for a timeout, but I think, yeah, okay, referees just saw them, and that's a timeout for Malaysia. So right now, so I remind you that there is already 8-0 for Indonesia right now against Malaysia. And I think that's a good timeout call for Malaysia because they need to breathe a bit. It begins to be complicated to get that intensity for throughout the whole game. So it's a bit tough for Malaysia right now, but and everything we goes perfectly for Indonesia because they manage their game from A to Z, and for the moment it's pretty nice drives, counter attacks. They are trying to put some different situations, trying different strategies, and for the moment it's pretty efficient against Malaysia. And we're on again between Indonesia and Malaysia. And once again they're going back. Oh, watch out with that breakthrough from the Indonesian girl again. It's going really fast, but there is already two Malaysian girls who try to defend. And then directly it went into the side, into the wall, into the right wall right now. But it looks like Malaysia got the puck back and trying to gain some meters step by step as they did in the first half right now. And again they lost the puck and it will be complicated right now. Indonesia is still pushing. There are two. Well stopped. Well stopped again by Malaysia. Yeah, that's really a hard ride like for Malaysia right now. They're still pushing. Look at Indonesia who got the puck back again. They are not far. They are like 5 meters from the goal. Oh, a nice move again from the Indonesian, and they push the puck in. Sorry, but that was an amazing drive right now from Indonesia with a nice move from Cynthia Kinasi, and at the end she just had to push the puck in, but an amazing drive right now. They got they got a lot of skills in Indonesia, and they are putting in practice. But that's pretty impressive right now from Indonesia. And Indonesia back at it again, who took the puck during the kickoff. So Malaysia, who will finish fourth of the round robin. It's going pretty hard right now on the wall again.
And with our last play, the Imperial Basketball has getting a second goal by number 1, Chris Powell.
So there is 4 minutes right now remaining in the second half of that game between Indonesia and Malaysia. Still 9-0 between those two teams. Indonesia 9, Malaysia 0. And again, look at that counter-attack from Indonesia. They are really good faculties of speed, and once again they just had to push the puck in, and here is the 10th goal of the game for Indonesia. But that's quite tough. Again, a nice counter-attack from Stefania Hitskia, who let their fins speak for themselves. But incredible speed, incredible counter-attack again. Yeah, yeah, the pill is hard to swallow for the Malaysian team right now, and Indonesia keeps on pushing, will not stay on that 10-0, keeps on playing, and I think that's important as well. Not to disrespect the opponent, keep playing till the very end of the game. Same for Malaysia for sure. They're fighting till the very end. And as I said that, I think they're trying to push again. They're trying to push on the other side of the pool. It's again meter by meter. But as you saw during that whole game, Indonesia's defense is really hard to break. It's really hard to find a way into the Indonesian defense. But Malaysia maybe got the opportunity right now. They are going to gain centimeter by centimeter, but maybe they will manage to score a goal at the end of the game. It might be the time, but watch out for the counter-attacks. They can be really hard and fast, and maybe it will be that one for Malaysia. They are going not far from the goal. It's a matter of meters right now. And Indonesia, who defends pretty well. Malaysia, who's trying to find a way. It's really complicated. They are really fighting against the goal right now. It will be a matter of the last action. Oh, it's going not far. It's going not far from the goal. Maybe they are still pushing. Maybe it will be the one. Maybe it will be on that action that Malaysia will score the first goal of their 6-6 tournament. And what does the... Oh no, unfortunately the puck just went into the corner. And I think it's Indonesia who got the puck back. Oh, nice steal from Malaysia. Nice steal. Maybe it will be on that one. No, Indonesia still got the puck, and they're going completely to the other side of the court. But that's really too bad for Malaysia. That was really a nice action. When I told you that they want to fight till the very end, look at that again. Maybe it will be on that. No, unfortunately it's a bit tough, and maybe the counter-attack from Indonesia will come from the left side of the court. But now once again, a big fight. Look at this, a really big fight in the wall. And we are already at the end of that game. There is only just a few seconds remaining in the second half of that game, and it's 10-0 between Indonesia and Malaysia. I think it will be pretty short for Malaysia to score last goal in that game. Yeah, look at the chrono. It's only no more seconds right now, and that's the end of that game between Indonesia and Malaysia. 10-0 for Indonesia. That was really tough, as you can see, as you saw, like till the very end. The pressure was on Malaysia. Tried to put some pressure, tried to score that goal, but Indonesia was really overwhelming Malaysia right now. So an amazing victory for Indonesia. The third loss for the Malaysian team, but it will be pretty interesting to see how the semi-finals will occur. It will be later in the competition. We see us later for the next game. It will be a men's game right now if you stay on that court. So we see us later. We see us soon. Thanks for watching that game with us this morning, and we see us in a few minutes. See ya.